Well, hello, welcome back to the channel. This week's video, we're going to talk about two platforms that we use to plan our travels. That's RVTripwizard and it's Harvest Hosts. The Harvest Hosts membership we have includes the Boondockers Welcome and another spot where you can go to these luxury golf courses. We haven't used that part of it yet, but we use RVTripwizard, and when we heard that the two of them merged together so that you could use Harvest Hosts within the RVTripwizard experience, I knew I had to have it. So for those that don't know the background, we've been RVing for a number of years, and we've also experienced those wrong turns and having to back up down a road where you really shouldn't have been in the first place. We use Google Maps. We've used our Apple device, my iPhone, and that's okay. We've used RVTripwizard for a while now, and we have a backup plan. We use a Garmin that's in the glove box. We haven't pulled it out in 2 years, but it's a backup plan, and I recommend everybody have a backup plan in case your phone screws up or something. You want to be able to, navigate. So the reason I use the RVTripwizard is simple. It keeps me on RV safe planned routes. That's the only excuse I can give you. It's very convenient for me. And for me as the driver, it also allows me to enjoy the view a little bit. Now, don't be distracted when you're driving, but certainly you should be able to not worry about navigation. You should be able to enjoy the view a little bit. That travel experience is part of it. So when we heard Harvest Host became live on that platform, we knew we had to check it out, and it just makes the RV experience even greater when you're planning. Now you got other options that are opened up. So we're going to show you how to use RVTripwizard in the new style. It's got the new maps and stuff on it. It works really good. It's my favorite, by the way. And we're going to show you how to plan it using Harvest Host memberships at this time. We're going to show you how that works together. It's so easy, folks. In 5 minutes, I'm going to show you how to use this. And if it doesn't make your experience any easier, I don't know, hire a driver, I guess. But here we go. Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to show you how this is done. Stick around.
So you'll need to log in, get your account set up, and don't forget you can try a 7-day free trial, I believe it is. But you need to have a name of your trip, and remember, a trip should be a start point and a final point so that you don't have a whole bunch of tiny little trips. So that includes start and finish wherever your destination is at. In my case, we have a house. So we start at the house and we end at the house of our trip. So it's one trip. And in this case, you will fill in day one. You might not have any stops other than fuel. Day two could be different, but this is a short trip I'm showing you. And we have our destination at the Holland State Park, and we're going to pick an overnight, which happens to be a Harvest Host. And it was a very good one. And we're going to be stopping there overnight, and I'll show you how to add that trip in coming right up. Right here is where you want to pick the number of days. If you put 0, the trip just assumes you're stopping for a visit. So you always want to make sure it's got a 1 in there if you're going to stay the night. And you can leave any notes you want. And it pops it right up on the map, so it shows you where you're heading to. The other cool thing about this, it allows you to click on that and you can see what your host's reservation type, what they like you to use, whether it's email, text, or phone call. In this case, it was an email. As soon as I sent it in, I got it right back from the Harvest Host that says, "Yup, we have room for you. Looking forward to meeting you, and we'll see you." And it came back within about 3 to 5 minutes. It was in my inbox. So right here's where you'll see me adding in my final destination, which I kind of did this backwards this time, but I wanted to be sure. There are 2 Holland State Parks, and I wanted to get the right one. And it turns out that I got this wrong, even though I thought I got it right in the beginning. There are 2 state parks within a mile of each other, one that's on the beach and one that's a little more towards the town, but it was okay. A little turnaround and we were right back in business. But there's how you add the stop. Then you need to pick the number of nights and also add the stop when, after or before. In this case, our first stop was at Virtue Cider, a Harvest Host, and we wanted to add it after that because that's where we're going to be staying for a few days, about a half a mile from the beach. and you see where it says Add New. Pretty simple. So while we're doing this, there's going to be some features pop up on the left side and the right side that you'll want to take note of. For example, elevations coming up to where you'll be able to see that on the screen. See the left side? So, right here in Michigan, we're right around that 650 foot above sea level. But if you were out west, this could be handy for you just so you kind of know where you're getting into. So you can drill down in this map and look at all the other things. Points of interest, click on that. This is where you're going to get a lot finer detail. So where you can check mark shopping centers, gas stations, rest areas, casinos, restaurants. I mean, it's all in here. When it's gray, that means it's going to appear on the map. When it's not gray, it's going to be invisible. But I wanted to add Harvest Host in to show you this. And I had to go into my account, and I was signed up, but I forgot to do this before the video, and this is good because it could happen to you. Once I went into my account, logged into Harvest Host, then I hit the grant access, and it went right in. So, my error, but this could happen to you, and that's why we're doing this live, to show you that it's easy peasy, really. So I want to remind you that the view you're in, this is the RVTripwizard planner. And this is going to be on your iPhone, your tablet, but this is what they call the browser view. So as you're doing all your planning, all these things will populate. Once you hit navigation, it's not going to be messy like this. It gets cleaned up. So that I just want to point that out. It makes it real simple for you. If you were to look at plans in the past, you can look at everything that I did on this one here. And you can go in and filter. You'll notice that the icons on here, like this has got a little like a wine bottle and some other things, but you can filter out campgrounds, truck stops, grocery stores, and that's all by points of interest and other things that you're going to find. Click to view map mode. I'm in the new version. I prefer it. I think it's just better. This button down here is to recenter the map, so it will be, when you click on it, it'll go to the center, which pretty much is for us. So that's what it does when you click on that. Of course, you can pinch or drill down. I'm using a PC, obviously. So there's points of interest in here, and when you click on this, this is where you can add things that you may or may not be interested in or filter things out. And the points of interest, this is where it comes in. If you want to put fuel stops in it, you notice how Harvest Host is gray right here? It means I'm filtering for that. I want that in the view. And if I click on it, it'll drop all of the little purple Harvest Hosts away. So you watch right here while I click on that. You'll see all the purple disappear. And if I want to take out the pilot, truck stops, and the Flying J's, I can filter these out. There's other things, Cracker Barrel, Love's, TA. If I start filtering these things out, Walmart, Petro, then the map gets smaller and smaller and smaller. But in this case, yeah, I leave the fuel thing on just to help me find travel plazas and things. I can take miscellaneous gas pumps out because not all RVs are going to be easy to fit into a little mom and pop gas station, especially ones that might have a height restriction. So I take out the miscellaneous. In this case, I'm filtering for Harvest Host. I want to use my Harvest Host. So now that that's on there, I can zoom in, and I know the town that I'm going to is Fennville. And I know that there's a few places in Fennville that I'm really interested in. And as I start zooming into that map, you'll see some things populate. You hover over it. You click on it, it'll tell you the name of it. And you could simply add it in the map, add stop. Or you just get the information you want to read about it. Hover over this, it'll tell you a little bit more, which is very handy without leaving the screen. See, it says no electrical hookups, no water, but it's big rig friendly. There's no Wi-Fi and pets are allowed. Very handy. Didn't cost you but a few seconds to see what's there. So the next day, when it's time to get back on the road and go to our next destination, I went out to the trip and I simply loaded the trip. and the first thing that pops up, it told me Holland State Park, and I showed you how we added a stop in there. That's this next video, and all I had to do was click navigate, and it goes right to the truck, and I'll show you how that's done now. So we have this trip here. I just named it 3-day weekend, and I'm gonna have to plan a stop. Wasn't really prepared, but I've got some stuff I have to pick up at Walmart in Holland. So if I just tap on navigate, you'll see the truck loads a route, and it's good to go, right? And that's a good route. I can hit go.
Let's go.
Okay, that's all fine and dandy, right? But say there's a spot and I need to add to that spot. I want to add in, I got to make a unplanned visit to another place. So I can come in here. I want to load the trip, 3-day weekend. Now it's up. It's got navigate in there. If I go to notes, right here, hit the little pencil sign, and the pencil sign will let you get into the edit mode. Okay, so I'm in the new version. I'm out in the middle of the country, as you can see, so it's still pretty quick. And if I tap on this, I can see that here's where we're at, Virtue Cider, and here's Holland State Park. But I want to add a stop, and I'm just going to look up the Walmart in Holland. Oops, got to spell it right though. That's my one downfall. Holland, Holland, Michigan. Right there. There's only one, so I'm going to hit plus right here, and then I tell it where at. Where do I want it to go? Well, I want it to come. Do I want it to come before the state park or after? So I want to add this stop after Virtue Cider. Okay, see that? Just hit add, and I'm going to hit add stop in there. So now you'll see before the Holland State Park, I'm heading straight over to Walmart. Easy peasy, man. Then I can come back up here. I can drop out of the browser, and I can hit, I'm gonna reload this trip because we modified it, okay? You see how it just refreshed? So navigate. You see how quick it sends it to the truck? Start navigate.
Let's go.
It doesn't get any easier than that.
Now keep right towards CR, A2, and then turn right towards CR, A2, Ganges.
So the truck we're using, it's our 2020 GMC 1500 class. We have the Denali.
After 1.5 miles, turn right.
It's a Denali with the, I think it's called the Pro Tow package. So it's got all the cameras. You can see when you get your turn signal, you can see behind you. It does have the trailer camera. I just haven't put it on, the factory GM camera. So tonight we're going to a big cider mill. It's a Harvest Hosts. We're excited about it. We've driven past the place before. We did not know it was a Harvest Host, so we're going to go hang out for the night. Now, what if I want to use just Harvest Host? Do I need RVTripwizard? And the answer is no. It's a platform that's been around for a long time, and it works with any smartphone, to my knowledge. And you type in where you want to go, and it will ask you, do you want to use Apple Maps or Google Maps? And then you simply hit, you find your destination you want to go, do your check-in. Yep, they got room for us. You simply hit the button. Your navigation starts on your smartphone by whatever app you're using, and off you go. You just don't have the protections or the watchdog capability that RVTripwizard has to keep you in an RV safe
Starting route to 2170
route.
62nd Street.
But it does work.
Proceed to
So why do we pick Harvest Host to use? Now we'll show you here in just a second. It has something to do with just having a good, quiet, peaceful place. There'll be like-minded people there,
Virtue Cider.
but there's always something really cool to go visit.
Place this is.
Virtue Cider was a good one. Glad it was our first destination with Harvest Host. It's views like this. Super quiet. No stress and drama from being in the office all week. It's something different. The best part of all, the views are amazing. Yeah, we like Harvest Host.
It's nice having that tire pressure and that wheel temperature while you're driving down the road. Kind of gives you a clean dash, you know? Speaking of clean dash, the other thing I like to have running in the background is RVTripwizard, where we plan our trips and we let it run. It runs like Apple Maps or Google Maps, and it's the same kind of platform with GPS. Gets you turn by turn. I'll show you what that looks like. So this is running in the background already for our trip. And it's a GPS, but it's for RVs. It keeps you on the safe routes so you can avoid bridges, or you have toll roads selected to avoid. You can do that. I like to avoid dirt roads when possible for long distances, but it's RV safe, and that part I really like. And you can plan for stops between point A and point B. There's a place you want to go, you can quickly throw something in, it'll take you to it. And it also plans fuel, but I don't use fuel. The feature that tells you when you're going to be out of gas. I got a gas gauge on the truck, so I don't need to complicate that anymore. But it's really hard to beat RVTripwizard. Now, I use my PC to do my trip planning. My wife has used the tablet before. We have an iPad, and it works. It's the same. I am running the new version, and I don't have any issues with the new version at all. I have had subscribers ask me about using an Android with it, and I just don't have one to do that.
Follow the road for 2.5 miles.
If you appreciate our content, please show it by giving us a like. It costs you nothing and it helps our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.